God has gifted you with talent, with ability, with wisdom, with grace, with spiritual talents. It's on the inside of you. And child of God, you might have grown up in the project. You might have grown up without a father. You might have grown up without a mother. You might have had both of them there. Don't make a difference. I'm telling you, the enemy will attack you on any level that he possibly can to try to get your self-esteem pushed down to the ground or to get your confidence shot so that you'll never be what God has called you to be. I want you to be so determined in 2020 that I am going to break through every barrier and every wall of containment and every label that people have put on me, and I'm going to be everything that God has created me to be. Can you say amen to that? Why? Because you are gifted. You have grace on your life. You have favor on your life. You have spiritual blessing on your life. You have gifts on your life. You have things on the inside of you that you haven't even discovered yet. You've been content just to see a little bit and say, I'm this, not realizing that the deeper you go in God, the deeper you're going to see what he's put on the inside of you. And those gifts haven't even been discovered yet. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing that can hold you back. There's nothing that can prevent you from being great. Nothing. Only you and your thinking. Can you say amen to this? You have got to get serious about your life and get serious about where you're going and realize that God is the only one who can make you successful. Thank God for networking, but people will see you advance and get jealous of that just like that. But I'm telling you, if you will commit yourself to developing a life of excellence with God, God will find you in obscurity and raise you up and put you in a place that people will try to figure out how you got there, and you'll know it was the favor of God that was heaping blessings on your life. As we begin to walk out and walk through this year, I want us to shift in our thinking when it comes down to who we are and what we have. When you, as a child of God, walk into a room, you should never be inferior. You should never have your head down. You should never think that you're not good enough. God has made you good enough. He has qualified you, and you are just as good as anybody else. Don't ever again say you don't have what it takes. Because you've been supplied with it. You have been made to share in it. Can you say amen to this? Church, we've got to get our minds renewed to this, because there are so many inferior Christians. There are so many Christians that feel like they're not good enough. There's so many Christians that are comparing themselves with other people, and they don't realize the goods they have on the inside of them. When you and I get a revelation of what's on our lives, whenever impossibilities come up, whenever problems show up, whenever difficulty shows up in our lives as people of God, we should get excited about it, knowing that God has given us the favor to change what is because of the blessing that's on our life, that he has heaped on our life. When you get a vision and an understanding of that, you'll understand that the blessing is greater than the problem. Can you say amen to this?
Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness in you. We believe. There are seeds of greatness. Seeds of greatness.